Hello everybody, I'm Henning Kunzel from Sportsgear Solutions, and I will demonstrate here the mounting procedure of the rotatable footstrap plate. Let's go through the parts. We have the white part here, which is the outer ring, which is to mount the footstrap on. You have the center disc here with the 1/4 inch footpad on, a rubber string, a little piece that keeps the rubber string in place. The center disc will keep the outer ring on the board, and you put your screws through the center disc to mount it into the board's plugs. We have these two pieces here. There's distance pieces we use for the foot strap. You have strap guides which should decrease the width of the foot straps if you will have a smaller foot. We have some sets of screws to mount your foot strap on the outer ring. We have these two plastic pieces which should help for very soft deck pads. If the center disc is pulled too much down, the rotation is limited. This will give some distance. Then we have rubber strips, two rubber strips to put more on the side of the center disc here. If the board is very convex and is moving too much like this, you can put them under and limit the movement. And at last we have the mounting instructions, quite detailed. There are a lot of setups possible, and there's a lot of fine-tuning you can do to get a lot out of this product. But we go through a setup later, and here you can get more details if you need. Let's mount the rotating footstrap plate on a waveboard with existing footpads. We have the outer ring, we have the center disc. I have prepared the center disc already with these two rubber strips because my board is a little convex, and I want to avoid movement of this over the center like this, so we will have better placement on the board. We have to look at the footstrap screws. The screws you have to your board fit the plugs. Check the lengths. How deep are your plugs? Are they fitted with these screws you have? Because the plate is about 5 millimeters thick when you are below the screw head, so it fits with the depth. Then I have already marked these two positions. I have to place the outer ring, and as I told before, if you have very soft deck pads, it's an advantage to have something to pull through so the plate doesn't block the outer ring in rotation. So I put this one on here, find the correct position. Like here, I can see from here that the screws will fit into the plug here through the two plates. And then I can go into the holes, into the plug. I can feel that the screws start to tighten and there's resistance in the screws. And then finally, when I'm starting to pull down the plate onto the deck, you have to make sure there is still room so you can give it more. You still have this floating nice. You can make it really tight and still working, and the plate is very firm here. And now it's ready to pull the rubber string through. The rubber string for this setup will be placed here. I have prepared a strap where I chose to have a strap guide on one side to make it a little more narrow, and chose just washers and screws on this side. I have to take some distance pieces
distance pieces I just have to put here if the strap is quite soft, just to avoid that the strap will touch here and avoid the rotation, limit the rotation. So I just put my strap on here. This way, and then I have one more. Put it under here. Tighten good. Make sure that you have 4 full turns of your screws, so those ones will not get pulled out of the outer ring. Make an adjustment here, and then you have this rubber string, you can pull it through. And for riding, I would advise you to make a little knot here, and you have the strap going back in position. And you have a nice connection to your board.
Now we have shown what we can do on a waveboard. We can also mount the footstrap plate onto a twin tip, and here's the setup.
You demount your footstrap with the footpad. The footstrap can be reused and put on the outer ring. So you take the footstrap plate, you find a position with the plugs here. Make sure that the rubber string later will point towards the tip. For the other foot it's the opposite then, also to the tip, the other side. And make sure that you have a look at your plugs, how deep they are. A lot of plugs are only 5 to 8 millimeters deep on twin tips. The center plate is about 5 millimeters thick below the screw head, so have a look that that fits. It's important when you mount those that the screw actually is pulling the plate onto the deck. You don't want to have anything being loose and just going on the screw side. So make sure that you pull them down and tighten them. Now you fix this, and you can get the rubber string through here. And when you take the strap again, the existing strap you had, you can put it above here again, just like I showed you for the wave setup. If you have only one screw, it's enough just to put one screw here and one screw diagonal. That's no problem. This will withstand quite high forces, one screw alone. To have your heel on something soft, we have a 1/2 inch outer footpad. You can mount here, and then you can turn your foot with the outer ring and find your most favorite position, which depending on which sailing direction you have and what tricks you want to do. So that's it.
This was a quick guide for a setup on the rotatable footstrap plate. I hope you enjoyed it, and you have a lot of hours with the rotatable footstrap on the water and have fun. Thanks for watching. Henning Künzel.